All right, folks. Good morning. Welcome to House Edge Live. It is John from Casino Gaming Central. I got the camera fixed. I did all my setup this morning. I forgot to put the camera in the right spot. I got this really cool, by the way. I know you guys don't care about this, but I have a really cool gooseneck like wire thing, and this little dinky ass camera that I found for my setup here. It's actually really cool because it drops down into the middle of my monitor, so I can look at like my notes, and I can still look at you at the same time, which is super cool. Anyway, but I forget sometimes to put it in the right spot. Again, not that matters. Good morning and welcome. Is it Wednesday? Is it hump day already? My God, these weeks just go flying by. A lot of good stuff happening today. We will get into the pressure cooker here in a little bit. Just a quick update on a couple other things. I know a lot of people ask me offline. I'll give you a little update here on where the app is. And when I say the app, there's actually two apps that I wrote with Casino Quest. That we're releasing together. And one of them is called Nexus Plus. And that app is the one where you can do like roll tracking, like at the table, you can take your phone and sort of, type in the craps rolls or the roulette spins or whatever as you're watching. Bankroll management, goal setting, all the things that I talk, like basically it's the bridge on your phone. It's like all the things I talk about all the time in one app. It's like your own personal little database toolkit thing. It's pretty awesome. That got approved yesterday by Apple and by Google to be released in the app stores. So within a week or two, you can actually download the actual app I've been working on for 7 months and put on your phone, which is very exciting for me. We'll have a little live celebration party when that happens. I'm actually, like I said, I'm not trying to sell you anything, but I'm just excited that all that work is finally going to be available. Like that's really kind of cool. And the games, the roulette and blackjack game, along with our first release of early early access craps, will also be done in about 2 weeks. So we should have the app, the toolkit app, plus the games all out there for you guys in about 2 weeks. I'm very excited. It's been a long time, 16-hour days for the last 7 months getting this thing done. Finally coming out, and we get to actually play together and look at some stuff, and very cool. Anyway. Let's hop into today's show here. We're working through this notion of positive progressions, and we're going to be on progressions for a while in terms of starting at some level of bet and changing the bet on every single outcome. That's what a progression basically is. It's changing the bet size on every outcome. And the idea is by changing bet size, I believe that the same bettor has the worst time of everybody. You'll same bet yourself into oblivion. And the casinos kind of count on that, right? They count on two kinds of people, really. The same bettor who just kind of leans into the house edge and just kind of does their thing and they don't really pay attention. And the person who's way too aggressive and just tries to go to table max on every single game they play. Both of those people are guaranteed to go bankrupt over time. There is some nuance in there. I think that the rest of us who study and play the games will still lose over time. That's the way that the casino math works, but I think that there's ways for us to actually win more often in the good times. Leave up in the good times instead of just giving it all back. So I'm sort of hoping that this series sort of helps us through some of that and gives you ideas on ways to progress your bets so you don't go bankrupt quite so fast. You know what I mean? And at the same time, learning some of the mental tools, right? The bridge concepts, is the bankroll, understanding your risk, identifying time to stay in and time to leave, and having discipline and setting goals and keeping those emotions under control. All those mental things are the difference makers, right? You can have all the strategy you want. You can practice all you want. You can have the world's greatest thing written down on a card, like I know Dr. S does, and bring it to this casino with you and follow it to a T, and then something bad happens and your emotions get in the way, right? Or your bankroll goes bye-bye because you made a mistake early on, or something happens and you go on tilt and it all goes haywire. I want you all to be here and know when it's time and follow not your gut, not your heart, but follow your rules. And that's kind of what this is all about. So here we go. You ready? Let's do it. We're going to finish up this week of progressions, and today we're the pressure cooker. And what that means is Monday we talked about what progressions are, what positive progressions actually are. Yesterday I gave you kind of both sides of it. There's good and bad to doing these progressions, and you'll see today if we have a bad run, the same bettor, actually, who I made fun of a minute ago, will actually do the best in a bad run, because they're guaranteed to either survive a chop by tying or lose a teeny tiny bit as they go along. Everybody else is going to have to need positive variance. They're going to need a good streak. We're going to put them to the test today. Tomorrow we can have a little conversation about it in chat. Really let me know what you think about progressions tomorrow in chat. Today, though, as we're going along, please give me your comments as we go. Put a letter Q in front of your comment, just like Q : then type what you want to type. I can filter the chats and I can just kind of pick those comments out. If you want to be have a question addressed on screen afterwards, we can certainly do that. So here we go. Let's hop in. Let's hop into that pressure cooker, and I'm going to run a couple of options today. We're going to run a couple of different strategies at the same time. So forgive me in advance for making some mistakes, but we're going to run 3 at a time today. And then if I have time at the end, I'll go back and I'll run one from Dr. Don't Pass 1, just that kind of double shot one. So here we go. Let's hit it. I'm going to come over to here, and we're not going to do all these, but we could. I do want to show them all to you though. Okay. There's the 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is a good one, right? That's a regression up and pull, just in numbers. We've talked about the RUP. Ken talks about it a lot. The RUP is starting with 3, coming down to 2, and then going up 1 every single time. Regression from 3 to 2, and then up 1 unit, pulling profit every time. It's a great way to play. Love that way to play. There's the 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, or the 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, where you bounce back and forth every single time. Okay. In a bit of a chop, if you win the first one, lose the second one, you're going to make out great in that one. You lose the first one, the second, you're going to be in trouble. That's a good little way, right? You start high, regress, start high, regress, and just kind of rinse and repeat the whole way through. The 1, 3, 2, 4, which I love. The 2, 3, 1, 4, a great one. And of course, straight up parlays. What I'm going to run today live is the parlays, but I do want to show you some of these other ones along the way. So let me go down to the table here. And I'll show you kind of how I have this thing set up. So you'll notice on the table that I've got same bet, 1, 3, 2, 4, Paroli. I'm going to run those 3 side by side here from the pass and from the don't pass. On the rack side of things, I'm going to give each of those players a bankroll. Okay, so we'll run them like this, and you can see sort of where they are, and you can kind of follow along as they. I'll make sure that fits on the mobile version. There we go. Follow along as these guys play out their 3 $300 stacks. But I do want to show you ahead of time some of the other ones that I just mentioned, so you have an idea what it looks like. So the 3, I'll put the bank up here, but the one that's the 3. So it starts out with 3, okay? And let's say that you win the 3 and you regress to 2. Notice you got your 3 back plus a unit in profit, which is fantastic, right? So you're already on the first hit kind of ahead of the game, but you did take 3 risk to get there. You win 2. You go to 3, second unit in profit. You win 3. You come back down to 2. Profit's now 6, plus your money back, plus 2 in play. You win. You go to 3, pull 1 back. You win. You go to 2 and pull 4 back. So it's alternating, pulling back 1 or 4 every single time. Pretty cool little way to play, right? That's a nice little progression that somebody sent me to show you. Also, of course, there's the regression up and pull, which is simple. Start with 3, win 3, right? Regress to 2. And the reason why you start with 3 is because of the next one. Here's your 3 back. There's your 1 in profit. When you win 2, you can go up and pull. If you started with 2, you really can't go up and pull. You have the same bet the second one. That's why I like starting with 3. So 3 goes to 3, and then 3 goes to 4, and then 4 goes to 5, and you get the idea. You're pulling back 1 less. There's 5, a 5 winner, pulls back 4. Before you know it, you got 10 units in profit after 5 or 6 hits. That's a great way to play. The regression up and pull puts you in profit on the first hit, and you're rocking away, all right? Those are some of the options that you've got. I'm going to play the 1, 3, 2, 4, the same bet in the Paroli at the same time. I'm going to put the bank over here. I know the folks on mobile can't see it, but they don't care. It's just the bankroll, or the bank's bank. And here we go. I'm going to roll the Yahtzee dice. We're going to play it from the Don't Pass today. I don't give Dr. Don't Pass 1 says I don't give the Don't Pass enough love. For those of you who don't know, let's play some dark side today. And I'll show you how the dark side works as we go. I'm not going to take odds today. I'm not going to lay any odds there. We're going to play flat bets the whole time through. Okay. There's a reason for that, just because of space on the table here and complexity, but you can add odds to it. I will show you how to add odds as we go. All right, here we go. First bet, everybody's going to go to the dark side like so. And there's their bets right in front of their names. And here we go. On the dark side, for those of you who are new to craps, these bets will win automatically when the puck is off, looking for a point, when a 1 or a 2 or a 3 comes. A 7 or 11 comes and they lose. All 3 of these guys are going to lose 1 unit at a time. Okay, we're going to do, except for this guy here, he'll go to a three bet on the second win. But the idea is win a lot, lose a little. We're going to lose 1 unit if we can when the going is tough. Here we go. Coming on out. We got a midnight that ties. Don't pass, bar 12. That means barring the 12, the don't pass wins on a craps number. Okay, it's not the don't pass bar. It's don't pass, comma, bar 12, which means that's a tie. And there's a 7. So all 3 guys will lose, and they will all 3 come back out. The bummer of the don't is that come out 7. It makes it kind of rough on you. All right, there's another one. They're all down a couple to get started, and that's okay. If the dark side has a tendency to come back when these numbers up here are getting planked. Here we go. There's a 9. All righty. Now we're looking for our first win. And again, same bet, or just going to same bet every single time. This guy's going to go 1, 3, 2, 4. We're going to parlay over here. Parlay 3 times, maybe 4. We'll see how the rack looks. And again, it's important to look at the rack as I roll this out. Looking for a 7 now. We don't care about anything else but a 7. If you wanted to take odds, by the way, I'm going to show you with other chips, not my actual chips. Multiples of 30 always work for all the numbers, right? So 1x odds, the way this works is 30 wins 20, okay? Multiples of 30 always work on your odds. It makes it easy for everybody in. 5 and 9, your odds have to be an even number. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, because it pays 3 to 2. So they can cut it in half and then cut it in half again. That's how they work. So anyway, on the 5 or 9, if you want to take odds or lay odds, you're going to lay 30 next to it. All right, here we go. Let's go back and just play it out. All right, 7 out. Beautiful. So all 3 guys will win. And here's what's going to happen. We give them all their chip. The same bettor puts his money back in the rack. The Paroli guy is going to full press at least 3 times, maybe 4, depending on where he is in his rack. The 1, 3, 2, 4 guy is going to press and hammer press from his rack. He's going to have to add 1 to his rack. He's actually in this role for an extra chip over everybody else. Look at the score, by the way. You can already see same bettor has 2 units back from his loss. The 1, 3, 2, 4 guy has a full $100 in action, and the Paroli guy is 1. So the same bettor is going to be ahead in the early times here. If we catch a don't pass run, they will pass. These 2 guys will pass him. He'll be lagging behind, but he's also not going to lose as much as this guy does. And here comes the come out 7, which takes all the money. And we're having a come out 7 festival today, of course, right? That really hurts this guy. He may be out of money earlier than everybody else because he's not going to get the double wins. He's in for 2. Makes it tough. Here we go. Come on out. Oh my God, another 7. I wonder if this felt of mine just kind of creates repeat numbers sometimes, huh? Shake them up a little more. Let's do that, huh? What do you think? There's an 8. Sweet. On the 8 we go. 6, don't care. And again, $30 in odds would have worked, okay? We hit the point, though, and now we're really out. Okay, here we go. Replay it again. Don't pass is not your friend today. No matter what I do on this show, I swear, I always end up making a mess of things, right? All right, there's the puck being on the 10. Did that fall off the screen? It did. Okay. Puck's on the 10. Let's rock out a 7. And again, $30 against the 10 pays 15. $30 always works as a lay option on the don't. It always works 30 here pays 15, 30 here pays 20, 30 here pays 25. And you can kind of set your odds based on the number. And if it's a 5, if it's a 3, 4, 5 table, it always ends up being 6 times your bet. Here we go. Let's go. 7, bang, bang, bang. They all win. Bang, bang, bang. Yes, the pass line parlay would have totally won on that one, Gary. You're 100% right. I'll put Gary's comment up there. If I was doing the right side, the pass line would have won 4 in a row. It was 7-7, hit the point 7, right? That was 4 in a row from the pass line winner. We would have been down here. We'd have been great. All right. Same better takes the money back. Paroli, this is a parlay. 1, 3, 2, 4 does a power press. And here we go. Coming out again. It's another midnight. It's another 7. Oh my gosh. We are getting absolutely destroyed over here. Okay. We're getting to it. We're getting down to this guy here. Won't be able to play anymore. He's almost out of bullets. All right. We got a 6. And here we go. Haven't seen 2 in a row yet. There's our first win. You have the pattern now. Press up. Same bet. Power press. The power press guy's down to 2 units left, by the way. Interesting, huh? Here we go. He's gotten burned on that twice. And look at that. Another point hit. Jeez, Alou. This is it. This is his last one. He's out of bullets. 1, 3, 2, 4 is out of bullets. Here we go. My gravy. Another 6. Aces. A 6. That'll basically do it. He's going to have, this is his last bullet. He can't go any further than that. Wow. What a day, huh? Midnight on the come out. A 7 on the come out. He cannot power press. He's just on his last, he's on his last dime. Here we go. 6 again. Jeez. 7 out. Whew. 1, 2, 3. All he can do is press the 1 time. That's all he can do. He can't actually do his 1, 3, 2, 4. So he's kind of in a world of hurt here. He's not going to be able to pull off his move. We'll have to kind of fudge the move. Here we go. All right, there we go. Bang. 10. All right. 5, 4, 5. Let's get a 7 here, huh? 3, 6, 4. 2 4s, huh? 9. I'm worried about this one. 4 again. 6. Good roll. 5. 7 out. Okay. 1, 2 there, and 2 there. This guy here, bang, hammers up. The 1, 3, 2, 4 guy should be at 2. He has to kind of stay at 2. He can't really go to 3 here. So he missed his opportunity for that big press in the middle, which is unfortunate. We'll take his money back. Here we go. Coming out. Parlay guy has a shot to get some juice here. All right, there's a 10. Point is 5. There's a yo. Aces. 7 out. Same bet. Okay. The 1, 3, 2, 4 guy is going to 4. He just missed his shot at 3, which is unfortunate. The Paroli guy hits his 4 units. Okay. He can come back to the rack. Now, even though he hit it, he's still down. Okay. Watch this. He's going to be down 2 units still. The same better just brings it on back. He's actually down 5 units. He's down 1 more for here, plus the full 5. The 1, 3, 2, 4 guy is still playing. The Paroli guy starts over again. Okay. If I was up over here on the Paroli, if he was actually in profit, I would double his base bet and go for a little higher. He's still chasing it, so he has to go for the regular Paroli. Here we go. That was 4 in a row, by the way. 7 out. Boom. Come out 7. Takes all winners. Start over. That was him. That was him. That was him. There's an 8. Don't worry about the 8s. There's the 7. That's why you don't worry about them. 1, 2, 3. Paroli guy gets a unit back. Same better. Gets a unit back. The aggressive guy has to press into it. And here we go again. 11 yo. My God. Okay. The 1, 3, 2, 4 guy is now out of cash. He's done for the day. He got wiped clean. And the difference is, like I said to you yesterday, when you're playing that style, and we'll stop here for a little review. When you're playing that style, if you don't catch a run, because you're in for 2, right? Remember, the same better, right, is going to lose 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Even if it's a chop, right? If he wins 1 and then loses 1, that ends up being a nullified. It ties, right? The 1, 3, 2, 4 guy has to go in for 2 every time. So if he wins 1 and stacks up and loses it, he's out 2. So his money goes away clearly twice as fast as everybody else. Now, the reward for that is pretty damn good when it works out. If he just gets 2 in a row, he's going to be in good shape. Unfortunately, today he never got 2 in a row, right? That was the way the dark side worked today. The same better has 7 units left. The Paroli guy has 9 units left. So he actually wins by 2, believe it or not, today. That one run saved him a little bit. Notice that, right? Lose, bang, hits a home run, gets almost all the way back, right? You lose all the time, and then you hit one. It's pretty good. If we hit that 4 in a row, that 3 in a row that we did earlier in the roll, he'd have been ahead. It took him till he was down in his rack before that finally worked out for us, right? Where he actually got some money back. So again, you're wait, bang. And I told you yesterday, the shelf life for this is hard. Remember, we talked about, you know what your win's going to be. However, if you're going to risk more units to get the win than the win is worth, you're in a problem. I'm going to show you why this guy's down. Here we go. Ready? He bets 1. If it works out, run becomes 2. 2 becomes 4. 4 becomes a net profit of 7. Okay? 1 leads to 7 if he gets 3 in a row, which he did at some point. But that means you only really get 6 cracks at it to make any kind of money. Okay? If he loses 6 in a row, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row, and does it on the 7th one, okay, the last unit in his rack, 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 8. All this does is gobble up his losses and leave him with a 2-unit profit. That's the best you can do here, right? We went on this guy past 6 units or past 6 attempts. And I told you yesterday, if you're not bankrolling this correctly and you're not managing this guy's money correctly, if you go past your 6th attempt to try to win 7, you're going to end up upside down even if you win. And that's exactly what happened today. We went upside down even though we won. This guy here needs to get 2 in a row. Why? Because he's in for 1. He wins 1. He adds 1. He has to win here. Because the win at the second win in a row with a 1, 3, 2, 4 gets you back your money and profit. You got back your money. You're back out there for a 3, and you have a 1 in the rack, a profit chip in the rack. If you don't get the second one in a row, you will go down. This guy only hit 2 in a row 1 time. And the one time he hit it, he was underfunded to make the level 2 bet. So this one needs back-to-backs to survive it all. This one here can wait it out and get 1 good run and be okay. The same better, as you can see, just bleeds away as it goes. He just fucking bleeds away, right? Ken's right, if the move works. But I'm saying to you, you're doing this for the move, right? You're trying to make this so that if you get the move, you're good. You're chasing streaks. You're not trying to same bet it. You're trying to get a move to work. You're trying to get it to work out. Pardon me. Frog in my throat. You're trying to get it to work out in your favor. You're trying to find that little streak. If you're streak hunting, these 2 ways, as you can see, way more volatile, way bigger upside. Slightly less volatile, but you're going to go bleed till it happens. Same better will always bleed dry. This guy here will always bleed it out and go dry over time. Even on a great run, he's not going to make his money back. This guy here has no recovery plan. This has a built-in recovery. This one here has a special circumstance. But again, you decide how you want to play, right? Up to you which of those speaks to you. As you're watching that go, as bad as this was for us today, right? You probably have a rooting interest in one of them to go. Here we go again. Let's do one more little run. I'll switch sides. We'll do the right side this time. Put all their money back. We'll do one more quickie. 2, we'll go right side this time. 3, 4, And you know what's going to happen here, right? We're going to switch to the right side. We'll do the same exact run so the right side players can see how it works from their side of the table. Pardon me. And this time it's going to be nothing but sevens. It'll be nothing but PSOs this time. Ready? Here we go. Same three guys, same plan. 1, 1, and 1. Bang. Here we go. Coming on out. There's a 5. We're not going to see any come out sevens now. You guarantee it. Here we go. 8, 9, 5. Oh my gosh, we won. Bang, bang, bang. All three players win a unit. Early guy parlays. Same better puts it back. This guy power presses. You can see the impact of the rack already. Same better has his money back and profit. Early guy is still down a unit, but playing with 2. He's playing with double strength. Our power presser has a better bet out there, but he's getting hammered in his rack. He's down 2. Here we go, coming out. Aces. Doesn't that just freaking figure? Oh my God. I'm telling you what, if I didn't have bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. That is so freaking funny. Not one aces while we're playing the dark side, and here they come on the come out here. All right, let's do it again. How funny. That's a 6. That's a good point for all of us. There's the 8. There's the 9. There's the 8 again. There's a 4. Another 8. Wow, is that 3 8s? Another 5. Another 5. There's our 6. Everybody gets paid, which is great. Same better. Again, money back in the rack, playing with profit. Second guy, power press. He's down $100 in his rack. The Paroli guy powers up. He's only down 2. Again, the aggressiveness of this power presser can work when it works out, but you get hammered when it don't. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Here we go. Bang. Another 6. There's a 5. There's the 6. That worked out that time. Okay. Same better gets 1. The other guy gets 3. Paroli gets 2. Paroli guy is still going to hammer it up. He's going for 3 in a row. Nothing comes back to the rack. This guy here, 1, 3, drops down to 2. His money's back. And he's got 2 units in profit. The same better has 1 unit locked up in profit in the rack and 1 unit here. These guys, by the way, are tied. Right? The 1, 3 makes those 2 guys exactly tied, which is kind of a cool thing. If I bring this guy's money back, watch this. You ready to be surprised? He's also in the same spot. After all that work, they all ended up in the same spot. Isn't that funny? All right, here we go. This guy here is out for 4. We'll go back to the plan here. This guy's out at 2. This guy's out at 1. And here we go. Let's make the move. Make them all work, baby. Oh, that's off the table. Can you see it? You can't see it. I won't count it. It was a 6, but I won't count it. It was off the table. It was on the desk, but off the table. All right. Point is 9. Let's do it. Let's do it. 5. 8. Come on. Right here. 9. There's the hole inside. Come on, baby. 11, yo. Midnight. That's the 8, 9, 10, 11. Midnight. That's the tall. 5. 10. Come on. Ah! Didn't quite get it. That's a bummer. That would have been so cool to have hit that right there and have all the guys walk away a winner. Here we go. Here we go. You guys are locked in on the word if, which I love. Everybody's if, right? Gambling, in case you didn't know, I'm going to put this out here. In case you didn't know, skill. In case you didn't know, and I know Ken knows it, but I'm going to put it out here again. In case you, where's my freaking mouse? Mouse, work, baby. Come on. In case you didn't know, gambling is betting on if. It's what it is. It doesn't matter if you're betting 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 units. You're betting on if something happens. When you're playing a ladder, you're banking on the fact that if you can come down the ladder, you're going to be okay. All of gambling is based on the word if. Every bit of it. Here we go. Coming out. 7 on the come out. Let's rock out a little come out series here. All right. Boom. Parlay. Same bet. Power press. You know the drill now. Here we go. Another 7. Oh, it's an 11. How about that? How about us? 1, 3. He wins 2. He parlays it up. He goes down to 2. He racks it up. Now, this guy here will now jump into the lead. very soon. He's going to have an extra unit up here in just a second. Coming out. Still coming out. It's the 9. Give me that freaking 9. Come on, baby. Give me the 9. I want this guy to win so bad. Nope. We're done. All right. We are done because it's 8 o'clock. I got to stop. I got to stop rolling. And again, here, the same better, down 2 units. Actually, these two guys are tied. The same better and the power press guy are exactly tied. 2 units down. Or I'm sorry, 2 units up. My bad. 2 units up for both those guys. The parlay guy ends up 3 units down this time. He never hit the magic, right? That last roll hits the magic, he's in great shape. So there it is. Every guy wins and loses depending on the outcomes. You got to decide watching that how you would play. Let me go back to the other screen so you guys can see my pretty face. Let's go back over here. You all got to decide, right? Which of those styles, if you want to play a right side play, works for you. And what I showed you there, basic pass line stuff, basic baccarat, basic blackjack betting styles, does not matter what game you're playing. It doesn't matter if those are place bets. If you're going to go from the $30 6 to a $60 6 on the first hit, you're no different than the Paroli guy. If you're going to same bet the 6, you're no different than the first guy, right? All of those pressing moves and strategies that we make famous on YouTube, they're all variations of what I just showed you. It's all the same. It's all the same. A 2, 3, 1, 4, a 3, 2, right? You're going to go from a $90 6 to a $60 6 and then press up $30 every time. That's a regression up and pull. That's Ken's bread and butter, right? All of these things are the same no matter where you put them on the table. It doesn't matter what it is. As long as the rhythm finds you or it doesn't, determines whether you win or lose. That's the whole secret to it. Gambling is one giant if. That's it. If my move works. If my move is up the ladder, down the ladder on losses and wins, if my move is a 1, 3, 2, 4, if my move is a parlay, if my move is the same bet, if my move is never to put a bet out there, as long as your move happens for you that day, good for you. If your move doesn't happen for you that day, how much are you shoving out there when it's going bad? One guy's putting 2 every time it goes bad. The other guys are putting 1 every time it goes bad. You do the math for you, right? It's up to you how you want to play. Let's take a look here at some questions. I'm going to go here. Hold on. Okay. Let me run through the chats. Let me just quick search for the Qs, and then we will search for the big letter Q, and then I'll search for just kind of what looks like fun. All right. No, this is bullshit. Oh my God, 40 craps. Thank you for bringing this up. I'm not mad at you at all. Jimmy, our friend, Jimmy Knows Gambling, is a fucking idiot. And he put out there a video or a statement that the casinos are cheating with loaded dice or whatever, because the dice are producing 10% more 7s than they should, right? Okay. The casinos start out with perfect dice. They have to. They are legally obligated, regulated by the state, to put out only perfect, sharp dice. They can change the dice out whenever they want to. There's no rule of how long dice have to be in play. The duller the dice get, the less they catch on the felt. They roll a little bit differently, right? Whether a casino wants dull dice that hop and slide more, or they want sharp dice that catch, is up to them. It's not fucking cheating. And Jimmy also let us all know that, thank God, they aren't fucking with blackjack either. Blackjack or baccarat. Baccarat still seems to be an okay game, but I got my eye on it. Well, thank you, Jimmy, for being our eyes and ears. It's all bullshit. They are not cheating with dice. They don't have to cheat. They have the house edge, right? 40 craps. People like you and others who have systems that you're disciplined with and you play, different story, right? The 99.99997% of people who do not know a fucking thing about how to gamble, no idea what they're doing, the casino has the house edge on them, and they will bleed those people dry. Going back to my very first slide, the casino will bleed those fuckers dry because that's their business model. They don't need to cheat. And in fact, they can't. The Nevada Board of Regulations, the New Jersey Gambling Board, every commission in every state regulates the shit out of this stuff. There's zero chance they are cheating. Zero chance. Jimmy is full of shit. Jimmy's trying to say, they're cheating, so why don't you come to my website and pay $50 for a strategy that can beat the cheats at the casino. That's what he did. That right there, charlatan town. That 100%. With these people who come to my channel and call me a charlatan, Jimmy's the guy. You're going to tell me that the casinos cheat, and if you come to me and pay me $50, I'll teach you how to get past that? Fuck you. That guy can go to hell. So I thank you for bringing the question up. I'm sure you brought it up because you know I was going to rant and rave about it. So I appreciate that. I never get a chance to do that anymore. So I love it. Thanks 40 Crips. All right. Gary, never forget the casino, the dice have eyes and ears, and they 100%. Now this is a superstition I can get into, right? The dice absolutely have eyes and ears. They, especially for me, right? Don't they just know what I'm doing in here? Every day I do this, and every day, no matter what strategy I'm trying, I will bankrupt it. It is what it is. But it does go to show you, no matter how good of a strategy or a play you think it is, no matter how good you think the play is, John, Jeremy's good at this too, at breaking stuff. They're going to break. Ken says it on his show every day. Every strategy will go down. They will all break. As much as I love a 1-3-2-4, right? Didn't I bankrupt it today? The first round, I bankrupted it. I love that strat. I love playing a 1-3-2-4, but I bankrupted myself today. Caught a shit run. It is what it is, right? Now, had we changed to a choppy play in the middle of all that, had I switched to the right side, like maybe you would have, fine. But I'm just trying to show you that sticking to the same thing with a pattern betting style, you're going to either find house edge, you're going to find a good variant for you. It's the way it is. All right. Do casinos use antics against winners? Sure. They will change timing. They'll try and do things to change the energy, change the vibe. And it's not because, and again, I'll use the craps table as the example, because it's the only table where people can actually make a difference, or can touch the implements. They will do it at a craps table to change rhythm. I've seen them do it at blackjack tables, so they'll bring in a pretend drunk guy to make dumbass bets. What happens at a blackjack table? A guy comes in, sits at the fifth spot or seventh spot, makes a bunch of stupid bets. Everybody gets pissed off. What happens when they get pissed off? They go on tilt and they shove more money in, right? They aren't trying to change the cards, right? The cards don't matter in that respect, but they're trying to piss you off. At a craps table, they bring in a shill to come in and drink and spill something on you and do whatever they're doing and trying to slow the game down. It's not trying to force a 7. They're trying to force you into a bad emotional place, right? I go back to the bridge. They're trying to force you to lose control of your emotions and break discipline. When they do that stuff, it's not about changing the weight of the dice or anything else to cheat. They're trying to fuck with your head. And if you let them fuck with your head, you may as well write them a check, right? I'm sorry that I'm cursing too much today, but that's the God's honest truth. If you believe that they're messing with the dice or bringing in a guy that's going to cause a 7, you're sucked right into their mindset. You're going to give them all your money because you get mad and you make bad decisions when you're mad. We talked about this in the ABCs of gambling. If you're not in a good headspace, you're going to make poor decisions, and the casino depends on that. They love when you're angry. They love it when you're happy. They love a loud craps table. Why? Because people do dumb shit when they think it's going good. They do stupider shit when they think it's going bad. Don't believe any of that stuff. Anybody who tells you that is full of shit. Anybody who tells you that and then tries to sell you the solution to it is even more full of shit and should be themselves investigated as far as I'm concerned. All right, there it is. That's my rant for the day. Wow. Happy Wednesday, right? Whoo! Zen. Let me get back to where I am. Right? Get back to hold, right? All right. I'm out of here. You guys have a great day. Let's remember the FOCUS acronym as we walk out of here. Sweet Lou from the AC group, right? Follow your plan, observe the conditions, control your emotions, understand that game, stay disciplined. All of those things combined, right? It's all about your head. It's all about your emotions. It's not about the bankroll. It's not about the strategy. It's not about the casino cheating. Stay in control. Stay in control. Stay in focus. I'm out of here, y'all. See you tomorrow. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Happy hump day. And I'll see you on Thursday. Bye, all.